Here we go. Okay. Hi everybody, I hope that you can all hear me. This is Miss Linda and I'm so excited to be here with you today. This is my first Magical Moments. So hopefully the video is good and you can hear me well. I miss all of you so much. Hope you're getting to enjoy some time with your family. Today I am going to read a story, but I'm also going to talk a little bit about health and wellness and what it means to be healthy, because at GSA, like many of you know, we try to teach about health and wellness and exercise and how important it is for us, especially the young ones, to incorporate that into their everyday life. So today I went for a run as part of my exercise, and that's how I started my day to make me feel good. And it's good for my body, it's good for my brain, it's good for my the way I feel, my muscles, my bones. I know you're going to be doing some gross motor with Miss Tiff later in the week. So today we decided, I had a helper, Vivi helped me, she's my assistant for this. We decided to read a story that's going to talk about food that we eat. So if you are a GSA student or an alumni, you know that when we talk about food, we talk about all the time food and sometimes food. So all the time food are foods that we can eat all the time. They're very good for us. They help our eyes, our brains, our bones, our muscles, everything that we want to eat consistently to be strong and be the best selves that we can be. So I have my helper who's going to show us some examples of all the time food. Are you going to help? She made a sign. All the time food. So come on. No? Okay. She's not going to help. So we have all the time food like vegetables. Do you know what these are? Yeah, these are asparagus and they're super yummy and you can cook them many different ways. We have some more. Come on. Like carrots is another vegetable. And then we have some cheese, which is very good for your bones. And some fruit. Does anyone know what kind of fruit this is? It's an orange, you are right. And this kind of fruit grows from trees where it's warm. So these don't grow around here. These grow where it's warm all the time. And we have one other fruit we're going to show that's an all the time food that we found in our kitchen. We have this. Does anyone know what this is? This is some mango, which when it gets really ripe, it's almost like candy. It's so sweet. It's yummy. And my eyes aren't very good, so I'm going to try to read all of your comments. And I miss you all, and I'm so glad that you're all here today. Okay, so now the other food that we were talking about is sometimes food. So sometimes food is food that we don't want to eat all the time because maybe there's a lot of sugar in it or it's high in fat that we don't want in our body. So sometimes food is foods that maybe you're going to have when you have a celebration, like a birthday party, or you're congratulating someone for something that they did. So sometimes foods are foods like cookies and cupcakes and ice cream and maybe candy. And we know there's a holiday coming up that sometimes a lot of us get a lot of candy. So yes, these are times that we want to eat those types of foods, but not every day. So let's look at some examples that we have that Vivi got together for us. Go ahead. So sometimes foods.
It's very bad.
So sometimes foods are foods that we don't want to eat all day. So here's some samples. So yes, we do eat them in my house too, but we don't eat them all the time. So sometimes foods are foods like potato chips. These taste very yummy, but we shouldn't eat them all the time. I'm trying to see what you guys are saying. Okay. Oh, like Hubba Bubba bubble gum here. This is a type of gum that's made with a lot of sugar. And yes, it's good, but it's not good for our teeth and our body. Let me see what else we have. Oh, some chocolate candies. Okay, so this is a sometimes food as well.
They're good for the movies.
Good for the movies that we can watch from our couch. And then some more sugar candy. So these are all types of foods that sometimes we should eat, but not all the time. Because we want to make sure that we take care of our bodies. We get one body, that's it. And we need to make sure that it's healthy and we take care of it. So today, the story that I chose to read, it was really hard to pick. But I picked one that is an old GSA classic. So for those of you who are alumni that are joining us today, like Vivi, you may have heard this story a lot because we used to read it all the time. And for those of you who haven't read it, we can read it more when school starts again. And I hope that you enjoy it. So this story is called Munching Mark. So if you look at the cover, hopefully you can see it. There's lots of different food on here. What kind of food does that look like to you? So we just talked about all the time food and sometimes food. What kind of food does it look like on that cover? I see chips and candy and burgers.
And donuts.
And it does look yummy. So that looks like it's sometimes food that Mark is munching on. So what do you think is going to happen in this story just by looking at the front cover? Just think, make a prediction. What do you think is going to happen when you see Mark munching on sometimes food? Okay, keep that in your head. And then we're going to read to find out what happens. Munching Mark. I'm going to make sure you guys can see. Munching Mark. Mark munched and munched. Whoops. Yum, yum. So we can see what he's munching on. Looks like candy and donuts. And when you look out the window, can you tell what time of the day it is here? By looking out the window when you see the sun? Yep, it's daytime. He munched on chips. Careful here, hold on. He munched on chips and candy and cakes. Yum, yum, yum. Gotta back up, okay. He never munched on carrots or apples or bananas. He said, yuck, no thanks. There's a little bit of a glare, I'm sorry. It's hard to find a spot in the house without Vincenzo. His dad kept saying, stop munching, Mark. But what did Mark keep doing? He kept munching. His teacher, there, that's better, said, stop munching, Mark. Soon everyone called him Munching Mark. Hi, Munching Mark. And look, he's still eating candy and sweets. What do we think is going to happen to Munching Mark? But Mark kept munching until, let's think. What do you think happens? Can you see? He got a toothache. Oh no! Ow! And look at him here. How do you think he feels from having a toothache? How do you think he feels by looking at his face? Yeah, you're right. He feels sad and it hurts. and he doesn't know what to do. It ached and ached. Ooh. So where do you think you go if you have a toothache? To the dentist. Mom took him to the dentist. And look, he said, ah! I don't think Mark wanted to go to the dentist. But it's not scary at the dentist. The dentist helps us keep our teeth nice and strong and healthy. And the dentist said, stop munching, Mark. And it shows a picture of all the time foods that Mark should be eating to keep his teeth nice and strong and healthy. So now Mark munches on carrots and apples and celery. Here, Mark, have a chip. And he said, no, thank you. I think Mark learned his lesson because toothaches don't feel good. They hurt very bad. He never munches on chips or candy or cakes. And his friend said, wow, you have changed. Well, sometimes he gets to munch on cakes. So what's it look like here? When did he choose to munch on cakes and sweets? What is he celebrating? Yes, his birthday. So that's when we take the time to have sometimes food so we can really take care of our teeth and our bodies, because it's very important that we take care of everything so we're nice and strong and healthy and we don't get toothaches because they hurt. So we have to make sure that we are eating healthy foods all the time, and sometimes foods just sometimes, and that we brush our teeth in the morning and then we brush them again before bed. It's very, very important. Let me see. Hi, Austin. How are you, buddy? We miss you. Hi, everyone. It's hard for me to see. I'm sorry. So, and there is another book I want to read, but I'll save it because it's a little bit longer. I know we couldn't choose. We will. But there are activities that you can do at home that are super easy. If you have egg cartons, you can, and Play-Doh, you can put Play-Doh between the egg cartons if you flip it over and use a string and have your children floss the Play-Doh out. And if you have a plastic egg carton, you could use washable paint and let it dry, and then get them a little bowl with some soap, right, and water and their toothbrush, and they can brush and see the paint coming off. So if you have these things laying around your house, you can easily make an activity out of it and really try to encourage them to brush their teeth and practice good hygiene so our teeth stay nice and strong. Hi, oh, Raya says hi, Vivi. Hi, Raya. We miss you. So yeah, so that was our book for the day and our little lesson about sometimes food and all the time food. And now that you're home, maybe you can help an adult in your house make a special snack that has all the time foods in them, or put in all the time food with your lunch, and you can take a picture and post it under here, or you can sort some food that's in your house to sometimes food and all the time food and take a picture, and you can put it right under this post. And then we will be seeing you again on Thursday. I'm not quite sure what we're going to read, but we're going to read something else. We're very excited to be here, and I'm so glad that all of you joined us today. We really, really miss you all, and I love you all. All right, I hope you all have an amazing day, and remember to stay healthy.
Bye.
All right, bye.